You have learned to communicate in English. You can state facts. I am a student. I have a brother. I like coffee. But do you ever feel like you want to do more? To tell a funny story? To share a beautiful memory? To write an email that truly impresses someone? There is a wonderful moment in every learner's journey when they move beyond just surviving in a language and start to truly live in it. Today, we take that step. We move from communication to creation. Welcome back to Day 8 of the 10-Day English Challenge with AI. I'm your host, Scarlett. You have built an amazing set of skills over the last 7 days. Today, we are going to unlock a new and exciting level of your English ability. We are going to turn your AI companion into your personal writing editor and creative partner. Our mission for Day 8 is to help you become a confident English writer. First, we will explore how to move from basic communication to creative expression. Second, we will learn specific, powerful AI prompts to help you write professional emails, engaging social media posts, and even your own short stories. And finally, for our language focus, we will master the art of using transition words to make your writing flow beautifully from one idea to the next. Part 1. More than words. The joy of creation. Let's begin by thinking about what language is really for. On a basic level, it's for communication and survival. But on a deeper level, language is for expression. It's how we share our unique thoughts, our funny ideas, our important feelings, and our personal stories. The greatest joy in learning a language is not just being understood, but being able to express who you truly are. Let's go back to David's story. He reached a point in his journey where he wasn't just satisfied with helping customers. He had a story inside of him that he wanted to tell. With the help of his AI, he wrote his first short story in English. That moment was a huge milestone. The feeling of creating something new, something that was his, brought him an incredible sense of joy and pride. He was no longer just a user of English, he was a creator. Today, you are going to become a creator too. We are going to give your AI a new job. It is no longer just your tutor. It is now your personal editor and your creative partner. It can help you brainstorm ideas when you feel stuck. It can help you organize your thoughts into a clear plan. And it can help you polish your writing to make it sound more powerful and natural. Part 2. Your AI. Writing Assistant. 3 practical scenarios. Let's dive into 3 practical, real-world scenarios where you can use your AI as a writing assistant. Our first scenario is one you will definitely need. Writing a professional email. Writing a good email in English can be stressful. You want to be clear, but you also need to be polite and professional. Your AI is an expert at this. Let's imagine you need to ask your boss for a day off. Your first, simple thought might be, "Hi boss. I need tomorrow off. I have to go to the doctor. Thanks." This is clear, but it's not very professional. Now, let's use our AI editor. You can give it this simple prompt. "Please help me rewrite this email to my boss. I need it to sound more professional and polite. Here is my simple draft. Hi boss. I need tomorrow off. I have to go to the doctor. Thanks. The AI will give you a much better version. It might write something like, Dear boss's name. I am writing to request a day off from work for tomorrow. Date. I have a scheduled doctor's appointment that I am unable to move. Thank you for your consideration. Best regards. Your name. Do you see the difference? It's still the same request, but the phrasing and the tone are much more professional. Our second scenario is something fun. Writing an engaging social media post. You want to share a picture on social media, but you don't know what to write for the caption. You want it to be fun and engaging. Let's say you have a cute picture of your dog sleeping. Instead of just writing my dog, you can ask your AI for help. You can use this creative prompt. I want to write a social media caption for a picture of my dog sleeping. Can you give me 3 creative options? The tone should be cute and funny. Your AI might give you options like 1. My dog is powered by naps. 2. Currently in energy-saving mode. Do not disturb. 3. He's dreaming about chasing squirrels. I'm sure of it. These options are much more creative and fun. They show your personality and engage your friends. Our third and final scenario is the one inspired by David. Writing a personal short story. This might sound difficult, but with your AI partner, we can break it down into simple steps. Let's say you want to write a story about a time you got lost in a new city. First, you need a plan. You can ask your AI for help with the outline. Use this prompt. I want to write a short story about a time I got lost in a new city. Can you help me create a simple 3-part outline for the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story? The AI will give you a simple structure to follow. Next, as you write your story, you might want to use more interesting words. Maybe you wrote, I was scared. You can ask your AI to improve your phrasing. Use this prompt. Can you give me 3 more creative ways to say I was scared? The AI might suggest phrases like, my heart was pounding in my chest, or a shiver went down my spine. Finally, after you have written your story, you can ask the AI to be your final editor. Use this prompt. Please review my short story. Can you check for any grammar mistakes and suggest 1 or 2 places where I can make my descriptions more vivid? This process turns a big, scary task into a fun, creative partnership. Part 3. Language focus. Excellent work. Let's move on to our language focus for day 8. First, let's look at our 10 new vocabulary words. Our first word is to create. To create means to make or produce something new. For example, today we are learning how to create stories in English. Another example is, the artist likes to create beautiful paintings. Our second word is creative. Creative means producing or using original and unusual ideas. For example, asking your AI for social media captions is a creative way to practice. Another example is, she has a very creative mind. Our third word is storytelling. Storytelling is the art of telling stories. For example, good storytelling is a very powerful skill in any language. Another example is, he is an expert in visual storytelling. Next, we have to edit. To edit means to check and make changes to a text before it is published. For example, you can ask your AI to edit your emails for mistakes. Another example is, she needs to edit her report before she sends it. Our fifth word is outline. An outline is a plan for a piece of writing that shows its main parts. For example, starting with an outline makes writing a story much easier. Another example is, he prepared a detailed outline for his presentation. The sixth word is draft. A draft is the first version of a piece of writing. For example, it's okay if your first draft is not perfect. You can edit it later. Another example is, I need to finish the first draft of my essay by Friday. Our seventh word is phrasing. Phrasing is the way something is expressed in words. For example, the AI can help you improve your phrasing to sound more professional. Another example is, I like his unique phrasing in his poems. Next, we have tone. The tone of a piece of writing is its general character or attitude. For example, the tone of a business email should be professional and polite. Another example is, the story had a very sad tone. Our ninth word is professional. Professional means relating to a job that requires a high level of training or education. For example, it is important to use professional language in the workplace. Another example is, she is a very professional and reliable employee. And our final word is to express. To express a feeling or idea means to show it in words or actions. For example, writing helps you to express your creativity. Another example is, he finds it difficult to express his emotions. Now for our grammar focus. Today, we are learning about transition words. Transition words are like the glue that holds your sentences and paragraphs together. They are bridges that guide your reader from one idea to the next. Using them will make your writing sound much more fluent and logical. Let's look at two types. First, for storytelling, we use transition words that show time or sequence. Common ones are first, then, next, after that, a few minutes later, suddenly, and finally. Look at this example without transition words. I woke up. I made coffee. I read my book. It sounds robotic. Now look at this version. First, I woke up. Then, I made coffee. After that, I read my book. It flows much better. It tells a story. The second type is for more formal writing, like emails or arguments. These transition words show logical connections. Common ones are, for example, in addition, however, and therefore. For example, in your email, you could write, I have a doctor's appointment. Therefore, I would like to request the day off. Therefore, shows the result. Or you could say, this project is very important. However, we need more time to finish it. However, shows a contrast. Using these simple words and phrases will immediately make your writing more advanced and easier to read. Part 4. Practice tips for the 4 skills. To practice these creative skills, here are some tips. For listening, find a podcast that tells short stories for English learners. As you listen, try to write down all the transition words you hear, like first, then, suddenly, and in the end. This will help you recognize the structure of a story. For speaking, think of a simple story from your day. It could be about making breakfast or your journey to work. Tell the story out loud to your AI using your voice. Your challenge is to use at least 3 transition words, like first, next, and finally. For reading, find a professional business article or email online. Read it and use a highlighter to mark all the transition words like however, in addition, and for example. Notice how they connect the ideas and make the argument stronger. And for writing, this whole lesson is your practice. Your daily journal is the perfect place. Today, instead of just saying what happened, try to write a mini story about your day using transition words to connect the events. Part 5. Your Day 8 Challenge. You have done an amazing job today, unlocking a new level of your English ability. Let's finish up in our final part. Part 5. Let's quickly summarize our lesson. First, we understood that English is a tool for creation, not just communication. Second, we learned specific AI prompts to act as our personal editor for writing professional emails, fun social media posts, and personal stories. And finally, we learned how transition words are the secret to making our writing flow smoothly. We also learned 10 new words to help us on this creative journey. Let's remember them. To create, creative, storytelling. To edit, outline, draft, phrasing, tone, professional, and to express. Today, you moved beyond being just a user of English. You became a creator. The joy of expressing your own unique ideas and stories in English is one of the greatest rewards on this learning journey. You have the tools to do it now. Now, it's time for your Day 8 challenge task. Your mission is to create something. Choose just one of the 3 scenarios we practiced: a professional email, a social media post, or a short story idea. Use one of the AI prompts we learned today to help you write just 1 or 2 sentences. After you have done it, come back to the comments and write, Day 8. Complete. I wrote a tell us what you wrote, email, post, or story. If you are committed to making this creative practice a part of your life, show your energy by smashing that like button. Be a hero for a friend by sharing this video with someone you know wants to improve their writing. And to lock in your commitment to this challenge, subscribe and smash that notification bell. You don't want to be late for your workout on Day 9. Tomorrow, on Day 9 of our challenge, we are going to explore some advanced AI techniques to help you understand complex topics, from news articles to scientific concepts. You don't want to miss it. I will see you tomorrow for Day 9. Keep creating.